After many years of writing up, but then forgetting to post and losing my draft on my old laptop and phone, I finally decided to share my account of the one and only time that I have seen a ghost. This is not a made-up story, a young kid's imagination gone wild, or a third-party story. This is my own true experience. I consider myself a calm, rational and logical person. I was always on the fence when it came to the paranormal. That is, until this day. It happened about 4 years ago. It's autumn time and I'm driving to go pick up my GF and get some food. I will never forget looking at the time and seeing that it's about 8:30 p.m., so the sun is starting to set. So I go and pick her up, but for some reason, I stupidly decide to take a shortcut and drive through a notoriously haunted road. This road is situated exactly between a huge cemetery and a crematorium. I personally know 2 people that have died in a car crash here. However, I've actually been on this road many times over the years and have never actually experienced anything paranormal myself until now. Now, bear in mind that this long stretch of roads, Park Lane and Forge Lane, used to be a national speed limit roads, which means that, in the UK, you're legal to drive up to speeds of 70 miles per hour. So that should tell you that I am focused, alert and I have my wits about me. Also, bear in mind, this road has no streetlights. The only form of lights are the cat eyes built into the road that reflects car lights so that it reflects and shows the path. And another thing, there are no sidewalks on this road, important for later. I'm driving at a high speed, so I am fully aware of my surroundings and I am completely sober. I reach about halfway of these 2 connected roads to a point where the trees surrounding each side of the road kind of forms into a sort of tunnel, which only added to the eeriness. As I'm driving, I notice a distant figure up ahead about 50 to 100 yards. So, as any driver would do when they see a person standing in the middle of the road, I took my foot off the gas instinctively until I realized something. There are no sidewalks for pedestrians to walk on, and it's a 70 miles per hour road. My mind instantly started going into overload as I began going through hundreds of questions. My emotions kick in, but I remind myself that I need to remain calm, driving on this very dangerous unlit road. As I get closer and closer, within less than 50 yards, I can finally see more detail. Now my emotions are really going wild, my hands are shaking, tears are streaming down my face and I'm starting to sweat profusely because of the fact I'm trying to come to terms with what's in front of me. I see a brown-robed figure. No face. No feet. And almost as if he sensed that I was coming closer, he literally drifted into the side of the road and into some bushes and literally disappeared. I barely managed to maintain my composure enough to finish driving to the end of this road, where I managed to park up. I was completely speechless, my face had gone so pale, drenched in sweat with tears coming out of my eyes. I literally sat there for 10 minutes trying to debunk and comprehend what I just saw. But there were no streetlights, no other sort of interference from other external sources. No headlamps from any cars coming in the opposite direction whatsoever. My mind was racing through so many different thoughts and it was in complete overdrive, but I eventually had to come to terms with the fact that the only thing I could come up with was that I had just witnessed a full-body apparition of a brown-robed Benedictine monk. The funny thing about all this? My girlfriend was there for the whole journey, but had her head down looking at her mobile phone the whole time. Although she actually ended up seeing an apparition another time that I went down the same road though.